I gained weight, but it's not the end of the world. I'm gonna share with you guys how I was able to change my body in just a month by my new current fitness slash weight loss routine. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, I lost over 100 pounds, and even though I have lost a large amount of weight, the journey does not stop there. On my channel, I've been showing you guys different types of weight loss recipes that you can eat that are healthy or that are filling, that can help you lose weight easier and faster. And in addition to that, I've been sharing my own personal struggles in regards to losing weight or getting fit. And if you guys aren't new to my channel, you know that I have been gone for a while now. I wanted to announce that I am going to be taking a break from YouTube for a while. At this moment, I am feeling a little bit uninspired. I wasn't feeling motivated, and I feel like I just needed to sit with myself and really analyze where I wanted to go with my channel and my fitness journey. So you may be seeing the title of this video and wondering, if you lost so much weight, why do you need to lose weight, or why are you showing us this journey again? Well, even if you lose weight, the journey does not stop there, and I feel like my channel is an example of that. Just because I lost 130 pounds does not mean I have to stop being active, or it just ends when you get to your goal weight. If I do not keep up with certain type of habits, or if I don't exercise, if I don't eat right, or at least eat at calorie maintenance, if I binge on a lot of different food that isn't going to be necessarily the best for me, I do start to gain weight. I do start to see my body changing, and I have to be on top of that. Also, just because I've lost a large amount of weight doesn't mean I don't have any fat on my body. And even if I wasn't necessarily trying to lose a large amount of pounds on my body, I still need to lower body fat. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I have been doing to change my body so fast and things that I have learned. So every day for breakfast, I've been trying to have something that's very healthy or filling. Today, I'm going to be making a yogurt bowl for breakfast. I usually have oatmeal or a smoothie, but I have been eating yogurt for the protein and because I've just been eating more fruit. So firstly, I'm going to be taking some kiwi and strawberries and slicing them into smaller pieces. This is the yogurt I'm going to be using today for my bowl. I think I found this at Trader Joe's or Target or something like that. I may be wrong, but the brand is called Too Good, and this yogurt has high amounts of protein, but only 2 grams of sugar inside of it. Usually yogurt has added sugar. Next, I'm going to be taking this banana nut granola. It has banana pieces inside of it, sliced almonds, chocolate, and granola. Once I put the granola on top, I went ahead and also put some blueberries as my second topping. And lastly, I added the strawberries and the kiwi, and I also drizzled honey on top of the bowl. I wanted to give it extra sweetness because the kiwi was just a little bit bitter. And then instead of drinking coffee this morning, I went ahead and made myself a matcha latte. I'm taking this jade leaf matcha latte powder. I'm adding a scoop of this into a cup of warm water. Since it is the morning time, I wanted a warmer beverage. Next, I'm taking this dairy-free almond milk pumpkin creamer that has 15 calories per serving and 1 gram of sugar. I believe it has 2 grams of sugar inside of it to make my latte. I just mixed it with a spoon, and this is also what I drank this morning. If you guys have watched some of my videos in the past, I've tried my best to show healthy meals that are vegan or vegetarian, but I must admit I had a problem eating a lot of processed vegan food. I used to eat a lot of fried potatoes. I used to eat a lot of the plant-based fake meat in a lot of my meals, a lot of processed substitute. To be able to practice healthy habits, lower body fat percentage, and change my body so fast, I have been sticking to whole food a lot more. And what I mean by whole food is basically natural food that grows from the ground, or food that you have to naturally prepare that isn't overly fried, has a lot of processed oils inside of it, has a lot of processed sugar. It's really simple to make a low-calorie, filling, easy recipe for breakfast. Weight loss honestly doesn't have to be that hard. The first thing I'm going to do is measure out some egg whites. I'm taking about 3/4 of a cup, and then also adding some salt and pepper into it. The next thing I'm going to be adding is about 1/2 cup of shredded cheese, or 1/4 cup would be fine. I honestly think this is 1/4. And then I also added about a handful of spinach as well. I'm slicing some bell pepper and cooking this in a pan with some oil. I'm also adding seasoning to it. When you're trying to lose weight, you don't have to stay away from seasonings. You can eat salt when you are trying to lose weight, but just be mindful that excess salt may cause excess water retention. But don't be afraid to season your food and season your vegetables just because you are trying to lose weight. If you have been following my channel for a while now, you would know that I eat avocado all of the time. It's one of my favorite foods, and it's perfect for weight loss because it's a source of fat and it's filling and low carb. I also just sliced some cherry tomatoes and put them on a plate, and I served it with a bowl, just a small bowl of ranch in the middle. This is another way to make this meal if you don't want the ranch inside. I just added berries to the center instead. The next thing I'm going to make is super easy, and it's also one of my favorite meals for weight loss. It's filling, it's healthy, and fun to eat, and it tastes really good. I'm taking some romaine hearts and assembling them onto a plate. Next, I'm going to be taking some tofu and cooking it. Now, I am vegetarian. You don't have to use tofu. You can use chicken, you can use beef. Whatever source of protein you want to use is fine. Just for me personally, I'm going to be eating tofu so I don't waste food, and to show you guys what I actually eat. However, I do season my tofu like chicken, so I just put some seasoning salt on it. I added some oil to the pan, and I'm basically lightly frying it. Next, I'm taking some guacamole and spreading it on top of the romaine hearts. Next, I'm taking the tofu I just cooked and putting it inside of the center of the romaine hearts. Here I'm also adding some corn, and lastly I added some tomatoes and some ranch dressing on top as well. And this is one of my favorite things to eat. It's filling, it's moderate amounts of calories, and you can make it regardless of what diet you're on. Another thing that I have started to include in my diet is fruit. Now, if you guys aren't new to my channel, you know that I lost weight on the ketogenic diet, and I really enjoyed eating keto because I had PCOS symptoms. I had a big issue with bloating and water retention, and I was so passionate about staying away from fruit this entire time because I didn't like the way that it made me feel. But after eating it for a couple of days and trying to stay away from a lot of processed food and sugar and just eating fruit and vegetables and whole food, I realized that I needed to include some fruit into my diet. So that's something new that I'm adding to my channel that you guys haven't seen me do. This is how I make my daily fruit bowl. It's very simple. The first thing that I'm going to be taking is some grapes. I don't really measure my fruit. I would say that I usually eat about a cup or a cup and a half of each fruit. The next thing I'm taking is some sliced watermelon. And then lastly, I'm just going to be taking some pineapple chunks. This part is optional, but me personally, I love eating fruit with tahini. So I usually put this spice on top of it. I usually eat this to fulfill my sugar cravings, but if I feel like I need to eat some sugar, then I will also drizzle honey on top, and that also makes the tahini stick better. Every morning, I usually go to the gym and I either exercise fasted. Sometimes I take something like pre-workout to be able to exercise more intensely. But after that, I usually break my fast, since I still intermittent fast to this day, with a protein shake. Or now I've been breaking my fast with fruit. And in addition to that, I've been going to the park, or I've been going to different places so that I can enjoy myself and really be out in nature and relax. But my diet is a lot more healthier, and I've been trying to make a lot more healthier choices. Even when I go to restaurants or go out to eat, I try to stay away from fast food too as much as possible. I must admit that I am addicted to Starbucks. I usually only like to drink water or 0-calorie drinks that don't have any sugar inside of them. I've also been trying really hard to lower my caffeine intake. Because I exercise so much, I usually consume a lot of caffeine, whether that's in a pre-workout or just drinking iced coffee almost every single day. So I've been trying to limit that as well, because caffeine can be really harsh on your system sometimes. It could be hard on your gut. It could be hard for your skin. It could cause anxiety. Now let's talk about exercising and what I have been doing for the past couple of weeks that I've been gone to be able to improve my fitness, but also practice healthy habits. When I first lost the bulk of my weight, all I did to lose weight was run on the treadmill, and sometimes I did the bike, sometimes I did the elliptical machine, but I really didn't have a strenuous exercise routine. I honestly just used exercising as a catalyst. In the past, I've tried to do different things like lift weights and do things to build muscle and strength, but personally, I just don't like doing that. Currently, at the moment, I'm really trying to work on my physical strength, my stamina, my endurance, and my fitness. So something that I have been doing first and foremost is obviously cardio and running on the treadmill. It depends on the day and how I physically feel, but on a light day, I'll usually run about 2 to 3 miles with no incline on the treadmill, or I'll go for a walk, or I won't even exercise at all if it's a rest day or if it's a light day and I feel like my body needs a break. The next type of exercise that I've really been getting into is jump roping. During 2020, when everything was going crazy and we were on lockdown, I could not go to a gym and I didn't really have anywhere to exercise. All I could really do was run and jump rope. So this is where I first started getting into jump roping. I stopped doing it for a period of time, and now I'm actually doing it again a couple times a week, and I absolutely love it. Jump roping burns about 300 calories every half an hour. I usually jump rope for about 15 minutes a day at the moment, and this has been transforming my body in many different ways. Jump roping is really high impact, but it's really good if you want an intense workout in such a short amount of time. Whenever I jump rope, I always make sure to wear a certain type of gear whenever I do it. The shoes that I wear protect my feet from high impact exercises. The next type of exercise that I like to partake in is hiking. I love being outside, and I feel like going outside, getting fresh air, natural sunlight, listening to music, or just meditating and being with your thoughts is very beneficial. And when you combine that with exercising, that's also very beneficial as well. The next type of exercise that I have been partaking in recently is roller skating. I recently learned how to roller skate. My friend actually put me on to doing that, and it took me a few times to get it right, but now that I know how to do it really on any surface, it is so much fun. I usually work out twice a day for the most part. So in the morning, I'll go for a walk and then go for a run later, or in the morning, I'll go for a hike and then jump rope later. Lastly, I want to talk about other healthy habits that I have been trying to practice that are related to health and fitness and just my overall well-being, but aren't necessarily related to dieting and exercise. Things that you can also do personally to improve yourself or just to limit stress and feel better. One of the first things that I have been doing is trying to consume less media and listen to more music. Music is scientifically proven to boost your dopamine levels, and I listen to music almost all of the time. I exercise in the morning, I exercise at night, and when I drive places, I listen to music. When I'm getting ready, I listen to music. So that has been helping me a lot. If you guys don't want to listen to music, you can also listen to podcasts or informational videos. That's something that I also do, and I feel like my knowledge and my perception has been expanding because I've been staying away from social media. I am a social media influencer, and this is my full-time job. However, I feel like sometimes your attention span gets kind of skewed when you're just looking at so much information and not really taking anything in at once. So this has been something that has honestly helped my mood and helped me feel more motivated. The next thing that I have been trying to do a lot more is go outside a lot more. Like I said, I feel like a lot of the time we wake up, we're just getting out of bed, then we go in our car, then we go to work, and then we come home, and then we're just home all day long. After I exercise, if I did not exercise outside, I immediately make some food, pack it up to go, and go to the park and eat at the park, and that makes me feel better too. Another thing that I have been doing to be able to improve my overall well-being, to limit stress, etc., is be more social. And because I have been exercising a lot more, I'm just naturally more social since I'm around people. If you guys are interested in exactly what I eat in a day to be able to lose weight, I do have weight loss recipes down below in the description. I'm so excited to be back and making content. I do have a TikTok and an Instagram where I post additional short form content in regards to my daily exercise routines and exactly what I eat in a day, along with how I lost weight. So you guys should go and check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.